All right, so Trump and the Panama Canal.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the stuff he's putting out there
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
saying we should basically just take it back?
It's
I mean, Colombia,
it's quite the statement.
it is.
For
I
sure.
mean, how seriously are we supposed to even take this?
Well, that's kind of the question, isn't it? I mean, it's Trump,
Right.
so it's like, is this just him, like, riling up his base?
Yeah.
Or is there something more to it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Panama Canal,
It's a big deal.
it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean, for global trade, it's
Absolutely.
Okay.
Billions and billions of dollars.
of that.
I've not attacked them every year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Like, if there were any serious thought of, like, actually trying to,
take it back.
yeah, take it back. I mean, the ramifications would be enormous.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's break this down a little bit.
Okay.
So we know the U.S. built the canal, like, way back in the day.
Early 1900s.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. Huge project.
Big stick diplomacy.
All that jazz.
Yeah.
But then we handed over to Panama.
We did in 1999.
1999.
Yeah.
So Trump is calling this like a magnanimous gesture from the U.S. Was it, though?
Well,
Or was there more to it than that?
it was it was a long process getting to that point.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like one day we decided to be nice and
Right.
give it back.
Sure.
There were decades and decades of negotiations
Okay.
between the two countries.
Yeah.
The relationship changed a lot over time.
Makes sense.
I mean, initially, the U.S. was basically in complete control
Right.
of the canal zone,
Right.
but that led to a lot of tension with Panama.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, they saw it as a violation of their sovereignty.
Yeah. Having another country
Right.
basically control a chunk of your land.
Yeah.
That's got to be.
That's got to sting,
Yeah.
especially for a country like Panama, which had just recently, gained its independence.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a sensitive issue for sure.
So the U.S. eventually agrees to give it back, but
Right.
was it just because we felt bad, or
No.
was there more to it?
There's more to it for sure.
Yeah. What else is going on?
Well, this was all happened during the Cold War,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and Central America was a hotbed of activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
The U.S. didn't want to have this potential flashpoint
Yeah.
in Panama,
Right.
so giving back the canal could be seen as a way
To stabilize things.
to stabilize things. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Sort of like a goodwill gesture to
Right.
try to keep Panama on our side.
And keep the Soviets out.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's the history.
Right.
Now, fast forward to today.
Yeah.
Trump's main argument
Mm-hmm.
is that Panama is like ripping us off
He says that, yeah.
with these canal fees.
Yeah, he says they're exorbitant prices.
Exorbitant prices, yeah.
Unfair considering all we've done for them.
Is there any truth to that?
Well, it's complicated.
Of course it is.
I mean, the fees are set by the Panama Canal Authority,
Right.
which is an independent entity. They're
Okay.
not just making up numbers. They have a formula.
Right.
It takes into account things like the size of the ship,
Yeah.
the type of cargo,
Yeah.
even market conditions.
So it's not like Panama is just like,
Right.
oh, let's stick it to the Americans.
Exactly.
Let's charge them a fortune.
Yeah, there's more to it than that.
But I can see how Trump's argument
Yeah.
plays well with some people.
Oh, absolutely.
Like this whole idea of America being taken advantage of
Yeah.
after we built this amazing thing.
It's a powerful narrative.
Yeah, it feeds into that whole
Certainly did.
America first mentality.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take back what's ours.
It definitely resonates with a certain segment of the population.
But like you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
if we actually tried to take back the canal,
Right.
that would be a disaster.
It would be a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, legally,
Yeah.
diplomatically,
Yeah,
we're talking about international treaties here.
right?
We can't just unilaterally break those.
Yeah, that would be.
Our reputation would be shot.
Yeah,
I mean, not just with Panama,
right.
but with the entire world.
Yeah, we'd look like bullies.
Exactly.
I mean, we're talking about potential lawsuits,
Oh, yeah,
trade disruptions,
for sure.
maybe even military conflict. Who knows?
It's a recipe for instability.
Yeah.
Big time.
And for what? To
Yes.
save a few bucks on shipping fees?
Right.
Doesn't seem worth it.
It's a huge risk
Yeah.
with very little potential reward.
Okay, so if Trump's demands are not really an option,
Yeah.
what are the alternatives?
Well, diplomacy, for one.
Yeah,
I mean, if the U.S. has concerns about the fees,
right.
they can talk to Panama,
Yeah,
negotiate,
Right
try
on.
to work something out.
yeah,
That's how these things are usually handled,
right.
not with threats and ultimatums.
Man, This is fascinating.
It is.
Like, it seems so straightforward.
Right.
Canal.
Yeah.
But there's so much history.
So much history.
So much politics.
Economics.
So many layers to it.
It all ties together.
It really does.
Yeah.
Shows you how complicated these things really are.
For sure.
And how one little thing
Yeah.
can have such huge ripple effects.
Absolutely.
Like a butterfly flapping its wings.
Right.
And causing a hurricane on the other side of the world. So for everyone listening out there, just think about this for a second.
Okay.
What if you were the one calling the shots?
Yeah.
How would you balance these historical claims
Right.
with the realities of today's world?
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
It is.
No easy answers.
But it's worth thinking about.
It is.
It really is.
Definitely.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this deep dive.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for having me.
Catch you next time.
All right. See you then.
Bye.